Hi there, my name is David Nour. I'm the author of Relationship Economics, Return and Impact, and most recently Co-Create. I want to welcome you back to this Leadership Insight newsletter, where today I'm joined by a colleague, a friend, and former client, Crystal. Welcome.
Hi, thanks, David. I'm Crystal Fernando with Wetbox Innovation Partners, and great to be here this morning. Thanks.
It's good to have you. And you and I are working on several engagements together. More recently, we were with a senior leadership team and a board, really talking about what they've done all these years, what they've created success through, and how they've led is really changing. What are you seeing is different? What are you seeing that's changing?
You know, David, what we're seeing is that the world is changing. I think that's no secret, right? It's moving, it's messy, it's moving fast. We're finding that the pace of change has brought complexity into our organizations at impressive speeds. And the tool set that many senior-most leaders have built their entire career on may not be offering the relief that they once had.
So that great, especially in mature companies and mature industries where they've built this almost perfect execution box, is struggling in thinking, why should we do anything different? And you're talking a lot about creativity and really creative value as a sustainable differentiation moving forward.
Absolutely. If you really think about it, what will help you succeed in today's dynamic workplace isn't necessarily your expertise or even your ownership of a particular domain, but rather how quickly and creatively you're able to adapt. And at Wetbox, we believe the secret to that is in your people.
The other thing you and I have talked about, and as we look at and work with teams and leadership teams, and even sometimes their boards, is really, I want to come back to that outdated tools where, again, what you and I talk about, analysis has got to evolve. Talk about the evolution. Instead of analysis, what do you consider, what do you think about?
So instead of analysis, think about approaching your next problem, your next complex problem with curiosity. What's going on? What's connected? What are the influencers of what's happening? And asking probing questions rather than coming at it from a place of what's the one right answer, what's underneath what's happening that is really creating this situation.
I love it. Instead of decision making,
consider connection. So consider making a connection between all of the things that you may not know are connected. Look at all of the influencers, potentially look at the journey of your customer, for example, and all of the things from the very beginning to the end that are influencing their experience and developing deep empathy for them and making the connection that helps you understand.
Instead of structuring.
So this is a good one, rather than structuring teams or structuring roles or providing clarity, allow some freedom of collaboration and co-creation within your team. I know you would like that one, to enable your team to work together to figure out what's going on.
Instead of you and I see there's a lot of this, instead of defining role definitions.
That's right. So instead of turning towards let's restructure or let's reorg, which is often an instinct, right, of ours as leaders, consider communities of practice. Consider their allowing self-organizing teams that are aware of their diversity and how to get the best out of one another to come together and bring what they have to offer in order to get underneath what's happening.
And one of my favorites, instead of teaching.
So teaching, conventional wisdom does have a place and a time. In the world of complexity, consider iterating fast and learning real time. So instead of teaching, consider what it would take to learn. Does it mean prototyping? Does it mean case studies? What would give you the real time learning that you need to move forward?
So we certainly understand your evolution as a leader, your evolution of your team and your organization won't be an easy task. What we're seeing is with the right mindset, with the right skill set, with the right tool set, and certainly with thinking differently about the talent, not just the capabilities you have, but the capabilities you need to think and lead differently, it is absolutely possible. And we're seeing some great leaders, visionary leaders, think very differently about what has made them successful to date and what will it take to really help them succeed in this more complex environment. My name is David Nour. I'm the author of Relationship Economics, Return and Impact, and Co-Create. I hope you've gotten value from this Leadership Insight newsletter and continue to come back and join us.